the reason why I had to do this video is because I've seen so many women, single women without children, without, husbands, boyfriends, leave their comfort zone, their hometown. You know what I'm saying? Leave their friends and family and loved ones behind and move to cities such as Atlanta and Charlotte. Well, I could go even a little further, Dallas, Houston, Tampa, Raleigh, Miami. And it bothers me, you know what I'm saying? I've even seen single women, specifically minorities, black women, go further. Not only just moving to these particular cities, but they're documenting their journey online, specifically on social media such as YouTube. Like, really, these black women are content creators. And they're documenting, them leaving, like, say, for example, I'm moving out, they'll say I'm moving out of Jersey. And then they move here to Charlotte. And they documenting, oh, this is what I took with me. This is the, this is the amount of money that I have. I'm transferring from this job to go to that. They're giving all of the information to people out there that are strangers. You know what I'm saying? And it bugs me out. Like, these women want to have more subscribers. And I've seen some of these women have like big channels, like 32,000 subscribers, 320,000 subscribers. Let me tell you something. The more subscribers you have, is the more people that are able to attract you. So they get down here and then they talk about, they're not as foolish as to give away the specific apartment building that they live in. The specific, some are, but most aren't. Specific area, and I'm getting to a point. Hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Walk with me. A specific, the specific apartment that they live in, the car that they drive, But if you are a charlatan, if you've lived in and throughout the city, you can look at some of their videos and tell exactly where they're at. And if you can't tell, you know what I'm saying, you can do some research and find out exactly where they're at. In other words, it's not safe for women, single women, to move out of their comfort zone, to move away from their friends and family, and move to some place that they don't know anyone. No one. You know what I'm saying? They may know a coworker, they may have associates, but that's nothing. See, this is the problem that I have with this generation. That women think that it's okay to be single. I don't know, you all are, got this freedom in your mind where it's like, you know what, I'm going to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get out there and I'm going to chase after my dreams and I'm going to do this and do that and live on my own and blah, 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 blah. But you fail to mention one thing or think about one thing. It's dangerous out there for women in general. Every couple of months, you'll see on the news, whether it's in Atlanta and in Charlotte, woman found in a car, passed away. Just recently in Atlanta, woman found dead in a car at a gas station. Woman found in the back of someone's house recently in Charlotte, dead. Mom got a phone call from the woman that's deceased, and she said the last time mom heard from her is that her mom was saying that she was saying she was on a date with someone that she met online. Next thing you know, she found she's dead. It's not safe. And I've been trying to tell specifically single black women out there that it's not safe. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to chastise you and pick on you and all the rest of that stuff. But y'all fell for that okie doke Queen Bee Beyonce BS. She's singing, I'm a single lady and this and that and so forth, and singing all of that independent stuff. But guess what? Beyonce's married. Beyonce has security. Can't nobody touch Beyonce. But at the end of the day, can somebody, you have to ask yourself the question, you single black women out there, can someone touch you? That's real talk. Most of you all, I pay close attention to, and I know when I see a single black woman, or a single woman, period. You want to know why I know? Because I'm out at night with my blicky going to Target. As I'm coming out of Target, 9-something at night, I see women walking outside of Target into the Target parking lot, getting into their cars. No man would ever allow his girlfriend, his wife, let alone someone that he just, basically maybe, screwing here and there, to walk out, if that was a real man, to walk out of Target late at night by themselves or by herself. No one. And I pay attention to you all. Y'all are looking down at your phone. Y'all are not, what is it, panning, you know what I'm saying, doing a 360 before you even get into the parking lot to pay attention to your surroundings, what's going on. Anyone can easily sneak up on you. I've seen it so many times on the news where a man ran up into a woman's house because she busy on the phone trying to unlock her door, and next thing you know, they running up on her with the jammy, the blicky, the stick, however you want to call it. And I just don't understand it. I have daughters. And let me tell you something. I got a rule. My daughters will not leave out of the house unless they're, 1, for good, that is, married, or 2, they're moving out. They're going to college or something like that. Or they could move out, but move right, like further down the street, but not into cities like Charlotte, especially Atlanta. For example, some of you all are 8 to 10 to 12 hours away from your loved ones. And I don't understand that. I don't get it. But quite a few of you all are on this thing where it's, I don't need a man. That type of attitude. And then you wonder why you're not protected. Because you just told a man you don't need him. I'm telling you, this is my word. I go to the grocery store late at night. I listen, let me tell you something. I do my shopping early in the morning and late at night. And at both times, I take my protection. I have, in the state of, North Carolina, Atlanta is different. You don't need a permit. You could say permit or license, either way. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need a permit or license to conceal and carry. But I have a permit. You know what I'm saying? Here in Charlotte. We're here in Charlotte, but specifically North Carolina, you need a permit. I have my CCW. I take my firearm with me wherever I go, whether it's early in the morning or late at night. And I'm a man. As I'm coming out of a grocery store such as Harris Teeter or Food Lion or Aldi or Whole Foods, you know what I'm saying, 9-something at night, I'm paying attention to my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? When I get in my car, I check the back seat. I'm on alert. I'm on alert, you know what I'm saying? I'm red light and everything. But it's crazy. As I'm doing that, I'm seeing single black women walk back and forth, in and out of stores late at night. And I'm not trying to pick on you all, but I have to tell you the truth. I don't see single Asian women going out late at night. I don't see single white women going out late at night. I don't. But I also don't hear them saying, I don't need a man. Like I hear black women saying that. This is tough love. And I know it's going to be hard or difficult for you to hear this. Some of you all women may just stop this video halfway, halfway through the video. Y'all probably won't even get through the whole video. Because can't nobody tell you what to do. And I may be coming off as aggressive. And it makes no sense. How can you say that I'm being aggressive where I'm literally showing you concern? How many, let me ask you a question. How many videos have you seen on YouTube about it being dangerous for single black women out there to be on their own? I'll wait. I see it all the time, man. I see it all the time, these YouTubers, and I just shake my head. I shake my head. I see it all the time. These YouTubers are going out and they're saying I'm single, you know what I'm saying, and I'm here in Charlotte or I'm here in Atlanta and I'm going out to this club and I'm going out to this restaurant and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And guess what? It's easy for anyone that's trying to track you down. It's easy. You tell all your business, yo, I've been here for this amount of time. I make this amount of money. I drive, you may not say I drive this particular car, but you say, you know, I drive a new car. You know, if you don't tell them where you shop at, you go shopping, you go to the places that you shop at. For real. Let me tell you something. I'm a man. I'm a YouTuber, content creator. And I can tell you some of my videos I've deleted and others that I've left up. And I've said to myself, yo, maybe I shouldn't have went down that street. Maybe I shouldn't have showed them that street or that particular area or whatever, because that's kind of somewhat close to where I live at. Even I, as a man, as a content creator, as a YouTuber, have said to myself, maybe I shouldn't have showed them that. Straight up. And I'm a man. But I keep that on me. And a lot of these women don't. Because if you did keep it on you, you would definitely let it be known. So that anyone out here that's trying to get at you, they would know, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to back the fuck up because she packing. But I see these content creators all the time. Y'all think it's sweet out here. Yo, let me tell you something. The only thing sweet about Charlotte is the name. It's named after a queen. That's it. Other than that, Charlotte gets ill. I'll never forget, a couple years back, they found a woman with her... See, I can't really talk like that, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube, because they flag everything, but she was, you know, she was missing this. Her head. You know the D word. Amputated, you know what I mean. I don't want to say it. Behind a Bojangles, off of Freedom Drive, Freedom Road, Freedom Drive, Freedom Road. I don't know how. I think it's Freedom Road. I think you say Freedom Road because, you know, y'all get at me all the time when I get things mixed up with Charlotte. And I apologize, you know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. A couple years back, behind Bojangles, she was missing her head. And y'all think it's sweet. And let's not even talk about Atlanta. In the 90s. And they got this from, you know, Scarface the movie and the Mafia. But in the 90s, there used to be a time, which is in the 90s, where the goons, the thugs, the dudes that were on demon time, they had this number one rule, and they got it from the Mafia movies and Scarface. You know what I'm saying? And the rule was no women, no children. That rule is out of the... Whew, it's a frisbee throw. It's out of here in 2023. In Atlanta, man, shit, it ain't nothing for a woman to get robbed or shot or whatever. And I'm just trying to understand it, and I'm not trying to stop you all from moving. I'm just telling y'all got to move different. If you plan on moving somewhere, which is... I got to sip my last bit of water on this one. If you plan on moving somewhere out of your comfort zone, away from your friends, away from your family, which I don't understand that. And then you move out with the littlest bullshit ass dog that you can find, or rather the cutest. Oh, I can decorate this little poodle. But if you're gonna move away, get you a firearm and a Rottweiler. I prefer Rottweilers. Some people would say pit bulls. I think Rottweilers are the shit. And I know I'm going to catch it in the comment section of this video. There's going to be an argument. There's going to be a dispute. There's always been a dispute. Whether it's a pit bull or a Rottweiler. Pit bulls, they'll say, oh, a pit bull will lock down on you. But Rottweilers are vicious. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on the Rottweilers. Firearm. Take up some type of martial arts, MMA, mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Something. Stop walking around with these little poodles. They ain't gonna do nothing. The little poodles run up like, they can't even bark right. What is that? I could do better. I do that to one of them little genetically modified poodles because y'all think that those poodles are real. No, they're lab made. You don't think little dogs are meant to be this small? Looking like gerbils. I run up on a little dog, whatever them things are. They like. But I wouldn't even advise that. I wouldn't even advise having a firearm or a Rottweiler. You need to get you a man. Plain and simple. And don't tell me, well, I've been on dates and I can't find a good man. Well, maybe you need to change yourself first. Change yourself from the inside on out. Maybe it's the energy. Maybe it's your energy. You're spewing out that negative energy. That's the reason why you're finding negative men. Because there are still some good men and women out there. Maybe you looking too hard. Pause. Maybe you're looking in the wrong directions. You can't find a good man in the club. You can't. That's real talk. I got family members. I'm about to end this. I got family members, man, and I don't want to tell their business. I don't want to say specifically what family member, you know what I'm saying? But I got family members that stay by themselves. And I'm like, yo, what kind of protection you got? Well, I got my mace. What the hell is mace gonna do when somebody's kicking in your door with the AR-15? I'm just trying to understand that. Please make me understand. Please. I'm gonna cross my legs on this one and look to the side. Make me understand that. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother used to walk. See, I can talk about my grandmother because she's alive, but she definitely don't nobody want to run up on my grandmother because she got protection. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about she has someone, she got plural people there that live with her or they got protection. You know what I'm saying? So I can talk about her now because if you try to run up on my grandmother, it's gonna be a problem. But you know, when she used to stay by herself, you know, it was like, I got this bat, this Louisville Slugger. What? You old. By the time you swing, it's gonna be slow motion Matrix status. By the time you swing, they're gonna light your ass up. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it, black women. And I had to dedicate this video to you all, but this goes for all women, but specifically black women, because guess what? At the end of the day, you all are the ones that's talking about. Not all of you are, but some of you are. Some of you are on this "I don't need a man" attitude, and you trying to prove something that you don't even have to prove. By moving out on your own and saying I can make it, you can't make it in this vicious world without a man to protect you. This is a man's world. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being real. What I mean by a man's world is the world will eat you up. It's an evil place. I gotta protect my daughters. You know, let me tell you something. I'm gonna give it to you real raw, and then we're gonna end it. All right? I'm gonna get real personal with you on this one, so you can understand where I'm coming from. Last night, I had to go, make a run. My oldest daughter, was looking at the Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills game, right? I came back, right? And she met me at the door, and she just looked a certain kind of way, and I'm like, oh man, some rapper died. But then I realized she don't even be into rapping and stuff like that, so she don't know about the rappers. I knew something had happened, I just didn't know what. So then she's like, well, the first quarter happened and the game is over. I'm like, what? And then she tells me, and I go on YouTube and I look at the thing, and I'm like, holy shit, the man just dropped, right? But it fucked my daughter up, because my daughter is sensitive. She's emotional. She's a woman. She's a young girl. She's a young lady. And she cried. She didn't even know that man. Could you imagine her having this type of, just her being who and what she is as a young lady, having emotions and feelings, how vulnerable she was at that time? Do you think that I would allow her to go out there on her own? For someone to harm my daughter? She ain't got nothing to prove. Nothing. She could stay with me and live with me for the rest of her. Nah, I ain't gonna say the rest of her life. Yeah, I got my garden tools to attend to. Let me stop, because I know y'all women can't take no jokes. But she can stay with me as long as, she feels comfortable, to the point, where she feels comfortable enough to say, okay, I want to be out on my own. But she ain't going but so far. You could go live down the street from me. And even when you live down the street from me, I got to get you a Rottweiler, and we got to get you a couple guns. And we got to set up some cameras around the house or apartment, wherever you're living at. Ladies, please. I love you. For real. I don't want to see anything happen to you. Please. Think things over. When you plan on moving out and being on your own and saying in mind, I don't need nobody. I could take care of myself. I'll end it with this facial expression. And this, oh really? My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace.